All right, welcome back, folks, to Age of Lemuria. I'm your host, your sickly DM. I still got the sniffles and the coughs. I am Lord Lucan, and welcome to Age of Lemuria. Let's go ahead and turn it over to Hunk Papa. What's up, Hunk Papa?
Hello, I am Hunk Papa, also known as Jesse Zeliff. I am a professional dungeon master and author, and today I'll be playing Ulfgar Ashencloak, the Gatekeeper.
The Gatekeepers. Who do we have here? Leonardo.
Hey, what's up, guys? Leo. Professional cook, student, and I'll be playing Cortec, who is actually starting to tap into this world's mysteries.
The mysteries are always within you.
I
Leah, tell me, who are you playing today?
I am playing Ava Fletcher, a plucky young lass from the middle of nowhere who has delusions of grandeur and also delusions of the world at large.
Excellent.
So she's out for adventure, and she's gonna get it one way or the other.
Oh, she's already had an adventure.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
She's already had an adventure. So, guys, what happened last time? What happened in the last episode? What transpired? So much stuff. Transpired.
Well, alright, so, we were at the farm, Ed's farm, and Ulfgar finished digging up his hole. We went in, we found some interesting things inside, and with them, a demon that almost actually buried us alive in there. And, we had to deal with it, and it took us quite a while.
And Ava made an interesting new friend, and she said some things she may come to regret. But she did get a little gift.
Cortec also had some disturbing visions that he doesn't fully understand so far, so...
Ulfgar, anything happen exciting on your side?
He leveled up, so that's going to be fun.
Oh, yes. Once again, it is raining. Here in Farmer Ed's. It's a homestead, right? You guys are currently covered in mud, blood, and acid as the last demon spewed forth and tagged all three of you. It is currently raining.
Ulfgar was going to try to harvest the demon for material.
Go ahead and roll it.
Ooh.
Let's see what we got here. Yes. You have a demon shell. Masterwork demon shell. This is a crafting material. With some time and effort, you can use this shell to make some sort of magical item. It is an ingredient that you could use in the future. If you look at the creating magical items, if you apply this item to whatever you're doing, right, it will cut the price in half. Something
Sweet.
to take into consideration as you combined elements and creature parts together. Look under crafting magical items.
We need to start finding ways to do that. We have quite a few master-worked items now.
Yeah.
And I've got... Ulfgar has several ideas on how to best utilize them.
Yeah, that could be part of our business.
Yeah.
I mean, he is now an expert smithy, so... Ulfgar is going to... does Ulfgar remember where the gems were that he saw below? You said that there were some towards Farmer Ed's house. How far away were they? And were they near the surface or were they below?
They were above the surface. Yes, they were above the surface. Let's get some music going. We need some rain and stuff. There we go.
Oh boy.
He is going to call the direwolf over to start feeding on the
Interesting. By the way, the battle did not go unnoticed, as you know that there is literally a campment of bandits.
Oh.
During the battle, right? You see like the guys, mostly human, come running up to you. They of course have like crossbows ready and out, and they're like investigating the demon, right? As they're like poking and prying it with their weapons. They're like, "Wow, that's a huge bug. What is this?"
Oh no, why are there two of me?
I don't know. Why is there two of you?
There we go.
Alright, Quartic looks at them and just like, well, just a demon, but it's dealt with. You can rest.
They're like, "That's a demon?" They're like, "No, that's a bug. Some sort of giant mutated creature."
You guys want to know more than we do about what we just killed?
Ulfgar is going
There
to
starts a murmur amongst the bandits.
Ulfgar is going to walk over and put a hand on Cortex's shoulder. Sometimes it's best for the simple to remain ignorant.
I'm sorry, Ulfgar. I'm just a little bit worked up with this fight. Yeah, Quartic look at the man just like, well, sorry for my reaction, but yeah, well, it is pretty much a giant bug, man.
Says, you are demon slayers. No wonder how you beat Lord. The Red Mountain. You guys are demon slayers. We thought he was a demon from the north, but you guys are clearly capable of handling real demons.
And Ava, who's 100% done at this point, so she just like wipes some muck off of her face and slides down from the tree. And just sort of glares at them. It's like, yeah, we're demon slayers.
There's like a cheer that goes up, like, yeah,
Do you
demon
really
slayers!
want
Woohoo!
to mess
Ulfgar,
with people who just slayed a demon?
they're not messing with us.
No, I
They're
know. She's just done. She just sees bandits and she's...
Ulfgar laughs to himself as this is not the first demon that he's slain.
But this is the first one that they've seen, right? And this is the first time they're like, yeah, this is clearly a demon. Hurry! They begin like working on it, right? Fighting over the scraps of the demon, right, as tokens and stuff like that. You want the direwolf to come and eat this demon? Is that what you were wanting?
He was offering it. The direwolf likes fresh game, fresh meat.
This is not of this world game. Are you sure this is something you wish
nope,
to do?
Nope. I see where you're going with this. Nope.
Okay.
Nope. We're not gonna.
Are you sure this is something you wish to do? Knowledge Arcana.
No, we're good. He's
Okay.
not. We're not going to do that.
Okay.
Ulfgar is going to send a message though to Spud, the elf.
Okay. Go ahead. This is the first time that we've seen you cast this spell. Tell us about it. How does it look? What's this look like?
That's a good question. I don't really know.
I mean, tell me. Tell me what it is.
I suppose his eyes will go black as he mutters something under his
And what is
and
this?
sends the message. Let me post the message.
Excellent. Let's see here. And you get a reply, correct?
Yes, and they do know who it's from.
Yes. Your reply. You guys can RP amongst yourselves as I try to think of what he reply as.
Cortec looks at Ava, walks up to her, and gives her a massive craft letter.
A what?
It's a Mastercraft letter armor.
Ooh, wow. Where? She's sort of stunned. She looks at it. What? Wait, where did you get this? What?
Well, I'm sure you're gonna make better use of it. You deserve it.
She's sort of stunned because she was super pissed at him earlier. Just for the past couple days. And she got hit by so much acid damage. I don't think her anything is looking too good at this point. So she sort of goes sort of wide-eyed and thanks him and sort of like stumbles off towards inside because she's still sort of not looking great, but she's going to go change if she can.
Yep.
Like walking and saying thank you all the way.
Cortec just walks through the bandits and says, well, the body's all yours, man. And goes inside the farmhouse towards Farmer Ed.
As you enter into it, Farmer Ed's like looking out his window, and your battle has not gone unnoticed. He says, "Hey, sir, hey there, boy. I saw you fight that demon out there. Well done, well done."
Yeah, but why is there a demon underneath your farm? And didn't you know about it?
He says, "I wasn't aware of any demons down there." Hey, Billy, Billy. He gestures over to the bullywug. He said, "Did you see any demons down there?" And Billy's like, no demons. Mites, yes, mites, many mites. He's like, "Billy, you ain't lying. I see a demon right there out there. Where did it come from?" And Billy's like, I don't know.
Well, so far, what we've seen, it's eradicated by now, so... Farmer Ed, is there anything we should know that would be important at this moment? Seeing that there was a demon underneath your farm and was probably guarding something? I mean, do you know anything about this location?
He will make a roll. He says, "This has been my farmstead for a long time, lad. I don't know what happens underneath it. A few years back, we had trouble with mites, and I had sent adventurers down there to clear them out."
Alright, can I insight him?
Sure. Yeah, he's telling the truth. He actually pulls out like a piece of paper, a wanted ad, and shows it to you. You quickly realize that coincides timeline-wise from when Adrian first appeared. Adrian the Outlaw.
I don't remember if Cortec and Ava. I don't think Ava was there, but I don't remember if Cortec was there for me.
They still have the wanted ad. They might not have never met him, but they still have the wanted poster.
Ulfgar is going to walk in, and he's going to walk towards where he saw those gems.
They are not inside this house.
But he saw that they were...
Words.
Oh.
Oh, was it over here?
Ping for me.
Was it over there?
Yeah, you've not been out there, have you, Wolfgar?
Is that where the gems were?
Maybe. So you guys, let me be clear. You guys were over here.
Right, we were underground. He cast
And
it,
was
and he could see.
Towards the
Okay, so it was over there, towards over there.
towards the farmhouse, where you've been.
Is there any kind of like stat block for the armor that I would?
It's like regular leather armor. There's no difference in your AC or anything. There's nothing special about it besides the masterwork.
The only thing that adds is that it's a tag, which means that this is like high quality, fashioned armor. Like this armor is such of great quality that it can be imbued with magic.
Mm-hmm.
So somebody took the time and made a good solid effort to make this item quite beautiful. That's why it's Mastercraft. So it's not like just, somebody put some cow leather together and tossed it on. No, this has actually been worked on by a master apprentice or a master leather worker.
Okay.
Any other questions in regards to that? Cortec, I'm pretty sure Ava realizes that this armor belongs to somebody.
His name's written on the inside tag there, just in case he lost.
No, I'm pretty sure that she saw him wear it. But
she did see him wear it.
Yeah. It's still bloody. Yeah, it's still bloody. Nobody cast any prestidigitation or anything on it. Nope. Nah, it's still bloody as shit. Yep.
At this point, a lot of what she has on is probably acid.
Oh yeah.
Messed up.
Oh yeah.
So she's not gonna really be. Cause beggars can't really be choosers at this point.
That is very true.
Well, Cortec will rest by Lurton.
Excellent.
And we'll look at him and just like, yeah, we just killed a demon. I think you would like that.
Well, it looks at you and he's like, so you just killed a normal person, huh?
No. Then Cortec grabs him, goes outside with him, and shows the demon corpse.
So he's still bound, right? So you're like dragging him out the door. He's like, "Good job, you killed a bug." Well done, Cortec. You're such a brave soul. It's a big bug. I'll give you that, Cortec. It's a big bug. Yep. You're such a brave hero. You must be so proud of yourself.
Alright, Cortec drags him back and just like, okay, you have to be an asshole about it, right?
He rolled a natural one, buddy. He rolled a natural one. It's like, oh yeah, it's a bug. It's a bug. It's not a demon. You just killed a bug and you're just calling it a demon.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget, he's looking at a skinned, currently getting poked and prodded by the other, like, people are like tearing crap off of it. So he's not seeing like what you guys saw, right? So he's looking at this corpse or remnants of a corpse, right? As like everybody's like taking pieces of it. He's like, yeah, it looks like a bug. We've got bigger bugs up north, brother. Yeah.
Fine, Lurton, just keep your words to yourself. And Cortec will
He rolled a natural one, buddy. What do you expect? What do you expect, man? He's like, it's just a bug. He's like, yeah, I swat mosquitoes in my sleep bigger than that.
Alright, so as Cortec rests, he just like tries to talk to the Valkyrie in his mind and says, well, I know who I am. I'm Cortec, and as far as it goes about my dream, I want to be the Raven. I want to be an extension of Talos, and I want to use my knowledge and his knowledge in order to actually serve him and add towards his cause.
As with your god, you get no reply.
That's fine. Isn't it like that with all gods?
I mean, the things that Ulfgar worships speak to him.
Well, the dead?
His ancestors.
You're breaking out those pamphlets, Ulfgar?
Hey, brother!
You're
have you seen
not
the
dwarves.
light? Have you seen... Oh, that's racist. You're not a dwarf. You're not a dwarf.
Anyways.
That's the racist.
Ulfgar is going to approach this area and ritually cast Detect Magic.
Before you stands a tree. It appears frozen. Everything within 30 feet radiates with magic. Yeah, this place is not natural or of this world. The snow itself is magical. The only thing that is natural, right, or is, I guess you would consider hidden, or would be considered natural of this world, is the single pathway that leads to a tree. That pathway leads up to the frozen, what appears to be a hibernating tree. It has no leaves or anything like that, and is in a constant, perpetual frozen state. And you see, of course, an offering platform. What do you do, Ulfgar?
See, Ava should probably be done changing at this point. So does she notice Ulfgar has wandered off towards
Roll me a
the tree?
perception, Ava.
Oh, Ava, come on.
Roll me a super perception. Everybody's like cheering over the demon hunters. Yay! Let's see if Ava rolls a 1. Oh, yeah. I mean, Ulfgar, you're not hiding your presence any, right?
Not particularly.
And
He's
it's kind of
looking
hard.
for something.
It's kind of hard not to notice like this big burly dwarf wandering around. So yeah, you easily see him wander out the door or around the cabin.
She'll sort of see where he's looking.
He casts a spell. Go ahead and roll me a knowledge arcana.
Oh, brother.
Yeah. As you see him like starting to cast spells at this tree. Some might take offense to that. Yeah, you know what this is. Ulfgar, you want to tell her what you're doing?
Sure. I'll just post it in.
No, what does
The
it
chat.
look like? What does it look like? This is the first time that she's seen you do it, right?
He starts tracing runes and symbols in the air as he speaks in Dwarvish. His eyes start to glaze over. They turn kind of a whitish gray.
She'll sort of step forward, not quite put a hand on his shoulder, but it's hovering. And she'll say, Ulfgar, aren't we supposed to respect the places of the Fae?
I mean, does he even know that's a Fae?
He can put 2 and 2 together, but he doesn't seem too concerned. He's in the middle of his ritual, so it's going to take him a little. So he focuses on that and kind of ignores Ava as he finishes his cast.
She'll wait, but she'll sort of position herself so that she's towards the beginning of the path, so if he makes for it, she'll be somewhere in his vicinity in sight.
Ulfgar, as you cast Detect Magic, on Ava you see 2 items that are magical. An arrow. And what else, Ava? There's something else in your inventory that's magical.
Would that be the helmet?
Yes.
It's a luminous copper helmet. It's shiny and it looks like it's been buffed many times but hasn't seen much wear. She usually keeps it on her person, but not necessarily on her head all the time.
Has she ever worn it when she's been with Ulfgar?
Not maybe worn it, but you've probably seen her like shining it by the fire at night once or twice.
Ulfgar looks a little curious, but he continues to look around. He steps on the path and looks around to see what else he notices. He is looking for something that looks like gems, and he knows this is something with a fae, so he is looking for the fae as well, like he did at the other shrine.
So you detect magic, and magic is all in this place. How's your detection work? Like, how do you view magic? Like, how do you sense it?
Before you've said it's like a visual outline.
Right.
I'll just post it into the chat for us to see.
Okay, yeah. 30 foot. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You don't see anything magical. The snow is magical. That's what you currently see. Ava is magical. The tree is magical. The platform right here is magical. Or offering plate, not platform. Offering plate. It is definitely magic of the Fae. Penetrates most barriers. 3 foot of wood, and dirt. Okay. That's what you currently sense right now. You sense several schools, right? You sense conjuration, transmutation, evocation. Nope, not that. Nope, not that. Nope, not that. Okay, that's what you sense. Give me a second to see if anything else is up. Making me look into stuff. Ulfgar, while you're doing this, tell me what's on your surface thoughts.
He is thinking about what to do about the plague. That's what's foremost on his thoughts, is needing to go back to Fort Malgrave.
And gems.
And gems. He needs rubies and diamonds.
Interesting. So, what's priority here? What's on your surface thoughts?
Rubies and diamonds is what he's thinking about right now.
Treasure hunter, yep.
No.
Ava, you're in range as well. Tell me what is on your surface thoughts. Oh, no.
Yeah, she's sort of a little still shell-shocked from the demon experience, but mostly kind of wary because she doesn't want Ulfgar to mess with her new friend. So she's sort of... She's seen him bust out magic, but she's also seen him be courteous to the Fae, so she's not quite sure which way he's gonna go, so she's wary, I guess, at this point.
What do you do, Ulfgar? Greedy dwarf.
Oh no.
I need some diamonds. I need some rubies. I'm looking for some treasure.
Ulfgar is going to turn and walk back to the cabin.
Awesome.
Ava will sort of breathe a sigh of relief and sort of make a nod or some kind of acknowledgement gestures toward the tree.
I think the snow continues to fall, right?
And she'll sort of, not quite limp, but make her way back inside.
Roll me a perception as you do this, as you get back inside.
Oh, wow.
You notice, right? You notice, you saw footsteps in the snow.
Did they look little face size or did they look larger?
Little face eyes.
Okay. She'll sort of like smile.
Ulfgar,
And
what's your
wave.
passive? You notice this too. Yeah. Anything else, Ava?
Not at the moment. She'll sort of smile and wave and head back towards the cabin.
Awesome. Cortec, we're having some more family bonding time. What you doing?
Oh boy,
Cortec?
oh boy.
Yeah, well, he was mostly resting and just talking in his own head. He was kind of fed up with Lorta after it's just a big fun.
Yeah. I mean, that's what he thought it was.
But he's still resting by Lorta. He's like, anytime he thinks Lorta needs tending to, he will give like him water and food and.
As you're doing this, right? Laura, it's like, when are we going to go see the Holy so I can show you and prove to you that you're following a false god?
That's
I want to
not-
show you. I want to show you the truth.
That's the thing, Lorta. I chose a path for myself. I chose something to believe in, and I'm gonna live by it. I don't want, and I don't need you to show me anything. And with you, I respect the fact that you change your mind about your faith, but that's not the path I'm gonna take. And anything that opposes me in it is just a challenge in my way.
See how he takes that. So he like shakes his head. He's like, Cortec, you're going to need me in the end. You're going to need me.
Lorta, my entire life, I never needed you. I love you as a brother, but I don't need you in any sort of way.
It's like, I go over mountains for you, brother.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did. I went through the entire endless desert. I went through a fucking horde of gnolls just to find that you just forgot your entire life to change your belief and follow something that you're not raised into. I mean,
I know the
if
truth.
you choose to,
I know it's hard to hear. Cortec, listen to me. I know it's hard to hear. It's hard to hear, brother. Have you ever thought, just maybe, we were following the wrong god? Let me show you, man. Let me show you. Let me take you to the city of Agnara, and I can show you the truth.
What? You want to take me, a northerner, to see ruled by the most fanatic follower of the Holy Master to show me something? That's not gonna happen, brother.
He can cure our brother. He can cure our brother.
Well, that's your way, and I think I can find my own way to cure him.
Well, since you're used to challenges, right? If you can find a better way and prove it to me, I will change. However, if you do not find a way, I will bring the Inquisition to our village, and I will show them the truth.
Oh.
You understand me, Cortec? You have your faith, and I have mine. I will show you one way or the other, brother. You
Sounds
might
good.
hate me, you may despise me, you might think the worst of me, but I think of the world of you, brother, and that's why I want to help you. I want to help you see the light.
Yeah, I want to help you as well.
Good. And let's help each other and help our other brother.
Good. Fine.
Yeah, he seems to accept this. Yeah, he's like, good. Challenge accepted. This shouldn't be a problem for you, Cortec. But I know that Talus will bring you nothing but destruction. I know it.
Alright. Well, Cortec put his hand on his shoulder and just like, that's fine, little brother.
He
But for now,
winces. He winces as you like place it on his shoulder. That's hurt.
no, of course I placed it on the other one.
Okay, all right. I'm just saying.
It's a gentle touch. It's not supposed to hurt him. Stop making things worse than they are, Lucard.
I'm just saying. I don't know, dude. I'm just like, is this something that you want to do, man? Is this something that you want to do? And you're like, yes, yes.
No. But then, after touching his shoulder, Cortec looks at him, like, straight into his eyes and says, well, but now it's my turn to actually show you my way. And if it's wrong, if it doesn't work, then you show me.
He agrees to this.
Alright?
Agreement has been made.
I am curious if Mudskip heard any of this.
Of course. She has been babysitting, like she's been going back before the militia. She has some experience of leading humans. She has browbeated people to submission. She's more powerful than the rabble that are currently outside. She's nowhere near as powerful as your brother, Cortec, though. She's getting up towards it, though. She's definitely getting up towards it, though.
Okay, well, after this talk, Cortec goes up to Mudskip.
Yeah.
And asks her, is it true you actually have people able to cure waist down paralysis?
Let's see here. I've heard of such things.
Okay, and you think the only way is actually the way you think it exists?
Lad, Ulfgar speaks up at this. Lad, there are many ways to achieve what you seek. I mean, I have the power over the dead. It's not too much of a stretch to have power over the living.
So as Ulfgar says this,
Oh.
Mudskip like frowns, right? She says, yes, Ulfgar, you do have power over the dead.
I mean to say that there is no way that the Holy Master is the only way to achieve what he seeks.
She stares at Ulfgar and she's like, usually those have come at a price. She turns and looks at you, Cortec, and says, it's always a price.
I understand that there's always a price for everything.
She nods. She says, magic is not so simple. The more powerful one becomes, the more costly. And she looks at Ulfgar. I think, like, your eyes are still blazing, right? You never dismiss the spell?
It stays up for 10 minutes. He's still concentrating on it, yeah.
Yeah. So Ulfgar, right? She's like, there's always a cost. And Ulfgar's eyes are blazing black, right?
They're like a white gray. It's almost like he's blind.
Ulfgar, you notice that on Mudskip, she has a book that's magical, and I think that's it. Yep. As you're looking around, you also notice that inside this chest there are magical items. Yeah. And then, do you see around doors, stuff like that?
Because it needs to be 3 feet of wood.
Yeah. You also notice that there are a few smaller magical items in here. But you believe that's Farmer Ed's private.
Right.
Mm-hmm. But there are stuff in this chest.
In which chest? Sorry, can you ping it for me?
Right here.
This one?
Right here.
Okay. Let's see.
You
I
notice
can't see your ping. Are you on the token there?
Yeah.
No,
I couldn't
let
see
me
it
get
either.
right there. Now, do you see
Okay.
it? Okay. Yeah,
Yes.
I was on the overlay. I had to look at a few things. Yeah.
Now that everyone seems to be gathered in one place, Ulfgar is going to motion for everyone to sit around there.
Including Spark and Lorik. Currently, Lorik's bound.
No, he doesn't care about them.
Okay. I think the dog's like keeping Lorik like attention. Lorik's like petting the dog while they're doing that. Then like everybody like gathers around.
First, before he forgets, because he's getting up there in years, he wants to ask
you
Farmer
also,
Ed.
Wait. Also, Cortec, your bowl is magical.
I'm what?
Ulfgar sees Cortec's bowl is magical. And that is divination.
Which is what Ulfgar had gathered at this point.
Yeah.
He's going to
Anything
ask.
else on you? I have to look at
I don't
you,
think they
Cortec.
do.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'd have to look at their inventory, like actually look at it and to see like that. But I'm kind of giving you the download on everybody's
Yeah, that's
magical
fine.
status. Yep, okay. All right, it's a little bit hard to keep tabs on where everybody's magical shit is.
No,
I mean-
that's pretty much what Cortec has.
It's just the bowl because he's got some masterwork stuff and some ingredients, but he doesn't have any magic items yet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So Ulfgar is going to ask Farmer Ed if there's some more paper that he can buy for.
Roll me that sweet persuasion. You're out in the middle of the boonies, bro.
Ooh.
Would you like to use your inspiration?
No.
It's either damned if you do or awesome if you do. So you're not going to take the inspiration?
You know what? Sure, I'll take the inspiration. I'll use the inspiration. Why not?
You gain 10 sheets of paper and ink and quill.
He
He
gives
just hands
them
it to you.
to.
He's like, here, stop bothering me with your crap.
Ooh.
Can't you see I'm
Right.
busy with my own stuff? I think he's like
Right.
dusting the place.
Cortec looks at Farmer Ed and says, like, "Come on, Ed. We just rid your farm from a beast. You
Says,
can
"Yeah."
be nicer to us."
He says, yeah.
And look at all that mess he's got to clean up now.
Yeah. He says, no doubt that demon has to be cleaned up and sanitized and everything else. You guys have given me more work to do. Yeah. He's grumpy and old, but yeah. He seems to be in good humor.
We need to discuss where we're going next. I've spoken with the elves. They know the plague is coming and they're readying their defenses. They will not march on Mulgrave with Raven's Haven.
Well,
Farmer Ed's like, what? What are you talking about? Undead? Lynn's like nodding, and they're like, Billy's like, undead? What?
so much for good news.
Even Laura kind of like stops petting the dog and is like, hey, undead's coming, and everybody's like, what?
We're going to need to go to the city of Alkaline soon. The humans are the last aid that might be able to wipe out the plague that is rising from Fort Mal.
How many did you see more than what we fought, or what we could see on the surface?
Ulfgar sighs. They're untold, resting beneath the dirt and earth.
Ava remembers that near ass kicking, so she's nervous.
We do need to return this unsavory lot to Ravenshaven, but I fear if we make it to Ravenshaven and then to try and return to Alkaline, it will be too late. And the Canoness is awaiting her burial. If I cannot find a diamond soon, I will not be able to bring her back, in which case she might as well find her proper resting home.
So Ava will sort of side-eye Mudskip to see what she thinks about that. To see what the mention of like raising her from the dead would.
So she's she successfully was convinced that raising her from the dead was a good idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
She seems to like nod in improvement, although her arms are crossed. And of course, she's always scowling at Ulfgar and his dark methods. But yeah, she seems to be nodding in improvement of Ulfgar's statements of finding a diamond.
Kortek looks at Ulfgar and says, well, I still had to actually take those men to Ravenshaven.
I know, and that is the question. Do we try to rush to Ravenshaven and back, or do we march for Alkaline?
I think we should march to Alkaline after we resolve everything. Just not living any open ends.
Having the Canoness with us going to Alkali would give us a better chance of aligning ourselves with them if she will speak on our behalf.
We also have the testimony of Mudskip and Lynn, and I do still have a few more tricks up my sleeve. The question is whether we will be too late to act upon Fort Malgrave if we travel to Ravenshaven. We need the humans to march and reclaim their land, to stop the plague. I fear if it is not stemmed, it will reach the Elven Kingdom and may overwhelm.
So we need the Inquisition to march.
The elves will not step into the human lands. They will stay at their borders. Without them, Ravenshaven will not join as well.
Kortek looks at everyone and says, well, I can always go to Ravenshaven. I still need to give them the news about Knowles not being on our side. And you guys can head over to Alkaline if you want, and then I can meet you there.
I can always send a message for us ahead, but the bodies are the problem, as he looks at the bandits outside.
Farmer Ed like stretches and he's like, oh, troops don't march until the rains stop. It is currently raining outside. He says, once the rains stop, everything begins to move. If your words are true, everybody will take their actions. If war is to happen, it will happen once the rains stop.
Do the
Well-
undead care about rains?
I don't know. Why would a little rain stop undead? I have no idea. Why would a river or lake or stream or the Strait of Dracona itself stop the undead? I don't know. They don't need sleep. They don't need food. Well, they do need food. Yeah, they do need food.
Ulfgar looks at Farmer Ed curiously. He knows an awful lot for being a simple farmer.
Roll an insight.
Ooh!
This was a soldier of the Inquisition. This man is a retired soldier
Of the what?
of the Inquisition.
Hmm.
His military knowledge and power is being displayed and revealed, and you read it quite quickly on this man. He is no simple farmer. This land has been gifted to him. He is a man of position and station. Yet, he still sells to Ravenshaven. A bit of, I don't know, duality here?
Is there someone we can trust in Alkaline that we might get word to start gathering their armies? I would hate for us to waste time while the undead march.
He's like, no, I don't know anybody.
Mudskip?
I'm going to take my passive insight of 17. Is he
Oh, yeah.
telling the truth?
He's bullshitting. Oh yeah, he's definitely bullshit.
I'm sure someone as experienced as you might know, Mr.
He says, nope, sorry, I'm a simple farmer, man. I'm a simple man.
Mudskip, do you know of anyone?
She looks at her canonis. Literally looks at her canonis.
Kapahe.
Yes, I did know someone.
Then Ava turns to Ulfgar. Is there anywhere on the way where we can get the supplies you need?
I don't recall. Perhaps if we were to return to the tomb, we might be able to find. But that may slow us down more than it will help us.
Which tomb are you talking about?
Esnia's tomb.
Who's Esnia?
A relic from a bygone age, just as I.
Where is it at?
We've been there many times, Korotek. Don't you remember the endless sandstorms and the scorpion guarding?
So that's the tomb you're referring to. If we want to go there, we might as well just take the men to Ravenshaven.
Mudskip, do you believe that the Canis would be our best shot at convincing the Inquisition to lend their aid?
Don't forget the agreement we had, lass. I think that may have some weight in this.
Yeah, but she's asking, will the canonists be enough, right, to persuade?
Right,
Question
and
that.
Ulfgar is saying it's not just the canonists that we have.
Right. So the canonists would definitely be like a step up, right? Because you have a person of the Inquisition vouching for you. A person of station. Almost on the equivalence to an inquisitor, right? Vouching for you. That would be a huge boon. That would be like, I know somebody who knows somebody who can get me through the first door, but it would be up to you guys to get through the second and third door. Does that make sense? So, right. To break it down into game terms, would she be a key? Yes. Would she be the final key? No. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
I mean,
She would be your step in through the door. Will it unlock everything? No. No, she's not that.
So, it sounds like we're going to have to march on Ravenshaven. Is Mudskip okay with postponing the burial?
Roll me a persuasion.
And how
'Cause you made a
would
promise to her.
recasting Gentle Repose work on the body? So it says, I'm just going to post it
Yeah, go ahead and post.
because I don't want to say he can do something that he can't do. So the duration is 10 days. So the question is, if he were to recast this, would it continue the effect and still extend the time that he could cast Revivify on? Like if he just keeps doing it every so often and resetting the timer to make
So
sure
pull a
that it doesn't
Snow White,
rot.
Pretty much.
So as long as you have the spell ready, I do not see why this wouldn't be in effect. Does that make sense? As long as you continuously cast this, I see no problem with that.
Okay, yeah. That's one of his special spells from being what he is, that he always has access to the spell, and it is ritual, so he can always cast it.
It still takes you time to do it. Right.
I mean, it takes 11 minutes,
Yeah.
or 10 minutes or whatever, but
So, yeah,
he
you
would
can do that.
he would make sure, beginning of the day or whatever, he would preserve.
That's correct, yes. I see
Okay.
no problem with this because it says it has no limitations. Just as, like, if the body leaves you, right? If somebody takes the corpse or you abandon the corpse, and it doesn't get eaten, which is a very possibility, right? Corpse in the middle of nowhere, free food, stuff's going to eat it. Right. So as long as you recognize also the weight, you're literally carrying a dead body with you. Dead weight. Yeah.
Okay.
I see no problem why this spell wouldn't be able to be recast.
Okay, perfect. So yes, he's going to ask if the delay is all right with Mudskip. He is still going to be looking for the diamond, and he will help watch over her body, and we'll just need to watch it.
Persuasion, because the last plan was we were going to go to Alkaline.
Should have taken my passive. My passive is 13.
She shakes her head and she's like, "No, we should take her to Alkaline. I'm confident that we can find a diamond there." So your words, like, she's like focused, right? You told her, like, we need to find a diamond and we need to raise her, right? And you said that that's our objective, and she's sticking with that objective. She's like, no, we need to go to the kingdom of Alkaline, raise her from the dead, and then we can do everything else. So she's voting to go to the city of Alkaline. So she's currently voting against Cortec.
So what does Ava say? We'll just have to call this to a vote, and the majority will go. We're not splitting the party at this point. I think everyone's.
Lynn wants to go back.
You go back where?
She wants to go
The
back to
Alkaline.
the Inquisition to get paid and give a report to the Inquisition that the undead are here. So Lynn wants to head back and give a detailed report of what happened and transpired. And this will
What
probably
response?
be the first notice that they receive that the undead have invaded.
And then what responsibility would be back at Raven?
If we go back to Ravenshaven, Cortec, his side job is basically done.
Yep.
He was doing it to send a message to his family, and this was payment for his.
Which has already been sent, by the way.
That has already been sent, yes.
Yes.
So Ravenshaven doesn't seem like somebody you want to with.
Ravenshaven just eliminates the dead weight of us carrying these bandits and his brother along with us the entire.
And also gives us, like, a safe place, like somewhere we can actually find merchants and...
Hey, Cortec, remind me what was the deal?
I mean, you had to bring her his head, didn't you?
Yeah.
Just as what? I mean, it's still attached to his body, but it's still there. He brought the head.
I mean, as it is right now, we do have a loyal, semi-loyal cardon of bandits with.
Who are currently following Cortec.
Exactly.
What do you guys do?
Damn it. Because that big of a party feels like it would be slow to travel, but also safer.
That'll be safer.
I mean,
Dangerous.
you know that we are being hunted by at least 2 different factions, right?
And, Ava wants Cortec and the brigands to go back to Ravenshaven, and the rest could start heading south.
So Lynn's going to take off by herself, right? Just to be clear, like she says, I'll tell everybody about your wonderful deeds, how you saved me, and everything else. Also heard about the demon. I heard Ulfgar the Demon Slayer, Cortec the Demon Slayer, Ava the glorious and magnificent Demon Slayer. It'll be wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm sure bards will play a jaunty tune. I'll start working on the public.
So she's
Yeah.
heading out either way.
Yep.
And she's a squishy cartographer.
Yeah, she's just a normal person.
So-
Her
We
report
could-
might just disappear into a shovel of mess. Bureaucracy, right?
We could send Mudskip with her and the Canoness and the Direwolf while we march towards Ravenshaven. Ulfgar can send messages across any distance. He could send word to either, if he gets a description of someone in Alkaline, he could send a message there, or he could send a message to Ravenshaven, to anybody in the council or otherwise in Ravenshaven, to alert them that we're. He could even send it to Lady Isabella, and she could meet us halfway.
Oh yeah, so you should. She knows Farmer Ed though. He's her contact. So
I
if
mean, we
you,
could just say that she needs to come
send it.
pick them
Yeah,
up here.
exactly. Send a message to Lady Isabella that
But leaving them alone is not a good idea. Either way.
no.
And Cortec needs to decide what he's doing with his brother.
Is Cortec going to hand him over to Lady Isabella?
I mean, that was payment, was that he hands him over to her,
That was the
whether he's alive or not.
Yeah, he doesn't really want to do that.
I mean, that was
After making
really
a
the full
promise to
price.
your
The
brother.
men was the bonus.
Okay, well, do you know Lady Isabella, Ulfgar?
I mean, give me a general intelligence roll.
He has met her several times.
Okay, could
I mean,
you...
he was there when you was he
Mhm,
there.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he was there when you agreed to kill somebody.
No, But you actually know I was negotiating. So,
Well, and like I said, Ulfgar has met her several times. He's made a few dealings with her already.
Ulfgar, could you send a message to Lady Isabella saying that, I know what we agreed on, but she never told me that it was my brother, so I cannot kill him. Is there any other way I can kill her?
Lad, you've made a deal with the Thieves Guild. Telling them you will not honor your deal is not very smart.
You can.
And they now know where your tribe is, if they have sent the message.
So you're saying I need to kill my brother to save my tribe?
I'm saying you need to weigh your options. She's expecting him, but is she expecting him soon?
Oh, that is true. I mean, she never gave me a deadline.
And perhaps you've already died. They have not heard from us in some time. Perhaps the gnolls did stop us.
As you say that, right? Outside, you're like, yeah, Cortec the Demon Slayer, woohoo!
Okay, well, the way this is going, I see that the band of men outside could actually help us in our travels. But we do still have a problem. And then Cortec looks at Ulfgar and looks to his side, as far ahead, without saying a word.
I don't think you'll have to worry about our friend. For I know he's playing both sides.
Farmer Ed, like, shakes his head. He's like, I'm just a simple farmer.
Ulfgar turns and winks at him.
So, see, he gets it. Out here in the wilderness, it's best to be just a simple man.
Okay, so what's the best course of action now? Should we all go to Alkaline?
I mean, you could always tell Isabella that the brigands are neutralized, but their leader escaped, so you need more time to hunt him down. But in the meantime, they won't be a problem.
Ulfgar sighs and shakes his head. Alas, lying to a thieves' guild is no better than backing out on a deal. Ulfgar slaps his hands together. Well, it sounds like we're off to Alkaline then.
I guess so.
So what is the count? Currently Lynn, like, steps out. She says, I'm going to Alkaline no matter what. Mudskip votes, we should go to Alkaline. I want to raise my Kenniness from the dead. Ulfgar promised. And then what does Ulfgar says? What is Ulfgar's vote?
Ulfgar says that we should go to Alkaline as well. We need the backing of the humans to stop the plague.
What does Cortex vote?
As much as I think we still have unfinished business, I do think that dealing with the dead is of utmost importance. So yeah, let's go to Alkaline.
Alright, Ava will nod and agree that the lovely fortress of creepy crawly undead is definitely something that needs to be dealt with more than even though they're both large threats, the Thief Guild is less of a threat than hordes of undead.
I mean, Ulfgar is going to reiterate that we're not backing out on the agreement as long as we can get someone back there, and you just need to give her his head. If he dies along the way and you just give her his head, you're fulfilling your...
That's comforting.
Yeah. His to my
I mean,
brother.
the way Ulfgar sees it, I mean, as long as you bring back a piece, you're... Clearly he doesn't deal much with the Thieves Guild or anything of this.
Well,
But he does know
okay.
lying to them is not a good idea. Neither is backing out completely on the...
Well, he's still my brother, Ulfgar. I cannot just cut his head off. So let's go chow Klein, and we'll figure this out later.
We also need to see how much we have. Because we now have a caravan traveling through the wilderness. We are going to need supplies.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Farmer Ed.
He looks at you.
Do you have any
Oh.
goods available for purchase?
Yes, we might need supplies for our travels. What can you provide us?
He scowls at you. He's like, I've already been feeding y'all. What do you want now?
Ulfgar could supply food for everyone daily and water.
What? You got feast and stuff?
He's got create food and water now.
Awesome.
So he can feed up to 15 humanoids or 5 steeds for 24 hours.
Let's see here. How many we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We got 18 humanoids. And we've
Okay.
got 1 wolf.
So I think that supplemented with any survival, foraging, hunting skills,
That is true. You can do that. You can also hunt and look for
and
food.
whatever we have on our persons. I mean, it's
Yeah.
raining, so we're not going to be hurting for water.
Sure.
Well, there we go. I can find, because of my background, I can always find food and fresh water for up to me and 5 people.
Hey, that's
Well,
a total of 20.
And
We're
food
good.
left over. He's like, yeah, you guys better take care of yourself.
Ulfgar is going to casually glance inside the chest. He's curious now as to what's in.
The chest is currently locked.
Then he won't bother. He's not going to visibly steal
Okay.
Hmm.
from Red.
All right. I'm just curious. Curious what Ulfgar.
He thinks having Farmer Ed as an ally is going to be helpful in the coming days.
It is possible.
Let's see, what else can we do for Farmer Ed for his trouble?
Are you offering to work for him?
Yeah. So we need to spend the night and go out in the morning because we're all pretty beat up.
Yep.
But Ulfgar is willing to provide his expertise.
He says, I could always use some lumber. Or you could go and train the horse, or you could go out in the fields and work on the fields. What are you good at?
He is good at many things. He's got a +3 athletics. He's got
What
+3
would you like to
animal
do?
handling.
I don't care about your things. What do you want to do?
Cortec offers to work the fields.
He says, excellent. Billy. The Billy the bullfrog, he has this little flap under his mouth. He says, follow me. He gestures for you to come out into the fields with him.
Alright, as Cortec gets out, he looks at the men and says, any one of you bunch that wants to contribute is welcome to come with me.
Are you intimidating, persuading?
Are you asking or are you telling them?
Yeah.
Because
How are
there's
you
a big
handling
difference.
this? Yep.
Cortec is...
Remember, these guys are used to military training. Not being buddies with the boss.
No, what Cortec does is, like, he makes it clear he will appreciate anyone that is gonna help. Like,
So is that persuasion?
Yeah. Is it persuasion or intimidation?
Okay, man. It's about time to contribute and pay for your food and stay.
Sure. You have advantage on this roll because you whopped up on their leader.
Mm-hmm. Is it intimidation?
Tell me what you're doing. And I will decide whether it's intimidation or persuasion.
Yeah, I'm telling them it's time for them to contribute and pay
Then
for
it's
food.
intimidation. You're telling them. They start taking their demon stuff, right? And they start pocketing it, right? And they're like, "All right, boss, we'll follow you out into the fields."
All right, Billy, we got some extra hints.
Billy starts to weed the fields. Go ahead and roll me a con save, as this is back-breaking labor.
Con save?
Yep. You're hunched over and you're just picking weeds. Would you like to use your inspiration?
Yes.
Okay. It's good enough. It's good enough. You're sore. Yeah, fighting demons and stuff, not a problem. Picking weeds, that's where it gets you. You should have stretched before going out in the weeds, right? Start picking weeds. So, you are not a farmer. You are clearly not a farmer. But you suffer no ill effects.
Ava will sort of look at Ulfgar and say...
Ulfgar is walking over to the lumber.
Okay. Ava will take a deep breath and say, I guess I have some experience with horses, though. Not most.
So perfect. Ava. Little Joe isn't so little. He is a wild draft horse. As you approach him, this horse's ears stand up on end. It seems to get nervous as you approach. It seems like this is a skill challenge, and you will need to roll another roll, as this horse is currently interested in you, right?
I need to roll a what?
Another handle animal. Is there any way that you're trying to get this horse on your good side?
I'll bring a carrot with me.
You will have advantage.
Alright, here we go, Ava.
Excellent. Yeah, this horse warms right up to you. You, I assume, hook the horse up to the plow?
Mm-hmm.
So come on out here with the horse and plow.
I'm much more familiar with the plow than the horse itself, but...
Yeah, well, you have to convince the horse to get hooked up.
Yeah. Let's see, where am I? Okay, here I go.
Move yourself over.
Sort of pet the head a little bit and feed him the carrot, and while he's munching on the carrot, I'll hook everything up.
Yep. I'm going to grab you all. Yep. And as Cortec is working in the fields, you, with your boss of Little Joe the plow, you start plowing the fields.
Woohoo.
Yeah, this is a simple farming exercise. Yeah. And then we have Ulfgar, who is currently cutting wood. I need you to give me a strength check, Ulfgar. as the axe is currently stuck to the wood. It appears that some ice has frozen around it.
So athletics or just a straight strength?
Yes. Athletics. Yeah, you just like grab the axe, pluck it right off. That's no problem for you. And then you need to start chopping some wood. See if you get exhausted and you start chopping.
More athletics checks?
This is a con save, as it's about endurance. Yeah, you make it. You make a pile of wood and add it to it. You hear like a brief giggle and then no more as you're just like, nope, frost doesn't bother me none. Click.
The cold didn't bother me anyway.
Cold doesn't bother you anyways. Everybody is exhausted from their hard day of work out in the fields, chopping wood and plowing the fields. As you guys are finishing up in the evening, Farmer Ed has this big bowl of soup that he's been cooking all day. He says, everyone gather in. You two, you lot. I should have hanged you all, but you guys are decent farmers. Maybe there's still some good in you criminals anyways. And like you notice, like some of the bandits have been pretty good, like living at farms and stuff like that. This is something that they do on the side to make more coin. But they like graciously take a bowl of soup and start eating. Do you guys take a bowl of soup?
Yeah, where did I go?
Yes.
Back into the farmhouse.
No,
It's
I know,
currently
but
getting towards evening.
I can't see my little person.
Oh, you are up here. You're currently plowing the field.
Ah,
Yes, Ulfgar does take some soup.
Excellent.
Yeah, Kortek will eat his soup, and then we'll feed Lorta.
Lorik takes it as well. Lorik frowns at you. He's like, the men seem to warm up to you quickly.
nah.
Yeah, well, strong leadership.
He like shrugs. I suppose if you have a good trainer, anybody's capable of leading.
Well, thanks for that, brother.
He shakes his head at you.
Now eat.
Yeah. Everybody's eating. And this is the end of the night. You guys do anything special RP-wise?
Ulfgar is contemplating sending a message.
What message are you contemplating of sending?
Do we want to send a message to Ravenshaven about the elves not joining the cause and the gnolls standing in their way?
don't know.
Yes, I think that is a good idea.
I would wait till we have better news to say the elves aren't coming, but we do have other allies. Just saying, yeah, there's no help, we're doomed, might not come off so great.
Yes, but I think that they should know, so they can, get like as prepared as they can.
What if we just tell them when we start marching on Ravenshaven to march upon the Knolls, and when we start to march upon Mulgrave, for them to march on the Knolls and meet us at Mulgrave?
That could be a good idea as well.
Because I don't think they're going to willingly help the Inquisition, but if they don't know it's the Inquisition and they show up,
That'd be interesting.
Is this gonna be Battle of the Five Armies?
I mean, that was the goal. But the elves don't want to play.
Well, that's what they
Four-way
always say,
fights.
but they might show up at the last minute. You know elves. Just kidding.
It's always the last minute with them. But okay. So Ulfgar, you should send a message saying that the negotiation with the Gnolls didn't work, and for them to wait for our goal so they can actually join them.
negotiations with Knowles fell through, awaiting other options. Wait for my next message. I don't know, something along those lines.
Yeah, I mean, get your forces ready, and as soon as we find another ally, we'll march together in two fronts.
So what's
Okay,
the message?
Ulfar's going to prepare the message.
Excellent.
I will do like I did before and just post it into the chat. Because this spell is very specific. I need to do word counts and the whole deal.
Yep.
Yeah.
Have to do word counts as well.
And Ava will see if there's any like meat scraps or whatever from Farmer Ed made the soup and try and feed them to the dog and the dire wolf. Or any bones left over.
It is currently the 3rd of Orcus. Also known as May.
Okay, well, that done, Cortic walks past Ulfgar and says, I'm very grateful for your help, and then goes to a, corner and starts meditating about his dreams and until he falls asleep.
Just to be clear, you know that you need your bowl.
Is that what?
You need your bowl.
Okay. So, do the bowl thing again, fill it with water,
Yep.
meditate. Yeah.
Roll me a
I
perception.
mean, you do have demon's blood now. That'll be fun.
Oh.
Wow.
Cortic would never put demon's blood on Neka's bowl, man.
I want to see how this is going. Oh, I want to
Yeah.
see how this is going.
Yes, but did Cortec like wash his hands or armor at all? Might be trace amounts already in it.
No, Cortic just fills it with water. No, he's not putting demon.
Roll me a perception as you stare into the bowl.
Alright, Cortic will use guidance for that.
Of course. You pull upon it. Awesome.
Damn.
Interesting.
Again?
That's, you don't see nothing in the bowl, buddy.
Okay. Well, he stares into the bowl and says, I know who I am. And then he'll just go to bed.
What's everybody else doing that night?
Did you hear me earlier? I was just sort of seeing if there's any like scraps or bones from when Farmer Ed was cooking the soup, and sort of give those to the dog and or the dire.
Yes, there are scraps. Yes. And the dog eats them up real fast and happily. Like, crunch, 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 crunch. Tail waggling. It's still half starved, right? But it's actually starting to look a lot better.
Oh, good. And I will scritch him before settling down for the night. And maybe
Ulfgar.
trying to clean my armor a little bit. Get the
Ulfgar, you
blood
also realize that the dog is magical as well.
Oh, sorry, I realized that what you cut out for.
The dog is magical as well.
Whoop.
That's gonna change a little bit how he views the dog. That's very strange.
Okay, anyways, nighty night, guys.
What?
His
Everybody go to bed.
he's going to send the message to.
Forgot about that.
I almost want to send this message to Bar the hunter.
No.
Yeah, we'll send it to. Well, or should we send it to Ranger Elidora?
I don't know. Who are you sending it to?
Why don't you send it straight to the dragon?
He has his reasons.
Oh, okay. Alright.
What the heck? He'll send it to. He'll send it to Bar the Hunter.
Excellent.
Oh,
What message are you sending? Death.
What message are you sending? Okay, guys, you're all screwed. See it.
This is Tabar. The Hunter.
And just in case, I will submit the spell card.
oh.
Oh, damn.
You send that message.
Ulfgar, you get no reply.
Uh-oh. Eh.
Okay, well, he can send the same message tomorrow. Just send one to each of the council members. Send the same thing. And then
Okay, I think.
he wants to do so many Arcana checks right now.
On what? What are you trying to identify?
First, the most recent, the dog, is very curious to him.
Sure.
He's gonna look at the dog and try to figure out how it's
Knowledge
magic.
nature.
Nature?
Knowledge nature.
It's a dog.
Dude, your eyes failing you. Your eyes are failing you. It's a dog.
Probably. Makes
It's a
sense.
dog. You're blowing your like your eyes are like starting to like fade, like they're getting tired, right? You're just like, it's a dog.
He's gonna ask to see Ava's helmet.
Sure.
She'll sort of look at him and like, why do you need it?
I'm unfamiliar with human craftsmanship. This one is no ordinary helmet.
She'll
Ava,
sort of-
he's asking for your prized possession.
We puff up at that and smile and hand over and said, my brother is a very skilled smith.
Interesting. Can he roll an Arcana on that? Or maybe
Yes.
like a smithing?
Okay. This would be for Ava. The smithing would be for Ava to answer. And then the Arcana would be for me to answer.
Okay.
Okay? So you can do two rolls. One would be the craftsmanship of the workmanship,
Right.
which would be directed to Ava, right? And then the Arcana would be to me.
Okay.
Okay? Just so you're-
Let's go ahead and just start with Ava. I'm just gonna roll. Do you want Smith's tools or do you want my
Oh, I thought
special
it was like
dwarven?
me rolling.
No. He's asking you questions, Ava,
Oh.
about your brother's craftsmanship.
So I think it's great regardless, but I know.
So Ulfgar wants to examine it and see if it really matches up to dwarven make.
Yeah, she'll hand it over.
Okay.
She's proud of it. Ooh.
It depends on what you want to tell him, Ava. It's up to you. Do you want to give everything away or just parts and bits and pieces?
She's sort of proud about it, so she'll tell him how her brother made it and gifted it to her, but she hasn't examined it too far further than that, so she'll tell him what she knows about it.
So, I guess this would be a question for you then, Lucan. How is the craftsmanship? Is it good craftsmanship? Is it
It's
simple?
definitely masterwork.
Interesting.
You're not quite sure anything else about that.
Okay.
It's definitely skill. It's definitely some skill in it. You don't recognize it, right? This is not dwarven craftsmanship, but it's definitely got some skill in it. Not familiar with it, but it's definitely.
And then the Arcana check.
Yes. You know that this helmet has the ability to cast light as a swift action.
Interesting.
There are other things available, however, that's what I'm currently just going to tell you.
Right. That's what
up to
Ulfgar knows. It's up to Ava to figure out the rest of it.
Right.
Ulfgar will look it over. He will.
It's got magic.
Yeah. He will kind of
I'm not going to give you everything, though. I'm not
give
going to
give a smirk as he hands it back to Ava.
Yes.
I've not seen a human craftsman this skilled to be able to weave such magic into such a simple thing. Should be very handy for you indeed.
Ava will sort of squint at the word magic.
Show her? Do you show her how to activate it?
Yeah, he will.
How do you do this, Ava? How do you activate light? How do you cast light from your helmet?
I think you sort of put your hand up and there's a little nod, like, it's...
You flip the on switch?
No, it's like on the ear, it's like a little raised area, sort of, and you tap it twice with your finger and it'll turn on.
Perfect.
And so Ava is a little flabbergasted but trying not to show it, but she's definitely kind of surprised about it.
Yeah, she's surprised. Like, hey, how did this short human learn how to do that?
I've not seen such creativity since the fall of the Mixed Kingdoms, least of all from human.
Ava will sort of hold it in her hand and stare at it, sort of sees her reflection a little bit in it, and it's like, really surprised, and she's turns to Ulfgar and says, "Are you old enough to remember?"
I don't think I've met your brother before, but I will never forget the Mixed Kingdom.
Mudskip kind of like turns and looks at Ulfgar. She doesn't say anything, though.
So Ava's
And
still...
Korotek, have you managed to know what your bowl is capable of?
Well, I haven't figured out much about it. Would you want to have a look?
If you would want me to, I can see if I can uncover any more of its secrets for you.
Just be careful with it. And with a Kenshin.
I think at this point Ava will also
Close
do
enough.
an Arcana check just to see if she can find anything else out about this cool helmet that she had no idea was magic.
Sure. Go ahead and roll.
So yeah, it's a bowl.
Ava, I will give you
What?
detailed information about this.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I can't believe she did that.
I mean, you do have
need
a
to
higher
send me a
bonus
picture.
than Ulfgar, so...
You need me to send me a picture of what your helmet looks like, and I will give you a full detailed rundown of it. I don't have a picture of your helmet yet, so you need to find a picture and send it to me, and then I'll give you the detail. You discovered everything about it. Well, almost everything.
I just realized I'm kind of dumb, right? I mean, all this time, I could have rolled Arcanas on my bow, and I was, like, just letting it go.
I mean, if you don't
man.
care about that stuff.
Right? If you don't care, or I mean, I can only do so much, bro.
No, it's not. It's not that I don't care. I literally didn't think about it this whole time.
I literally say, is there anything that anyone would like to do? I don't make you do anything.
Exactly.
Is there anything
Well-
that you like to do?
That's why I'm thinking I'm kind of dumb right now. Okay, well, as Korchak gets the bowl back from Ulfgar.
Ulfgar, it's not magical. There's nothing wrong with this bowl. It's a bowl. It's what you eat out of.
Yeah,
I mean, he knows that it's got some kind of divination magic. He'll share that, but it's just a bowl that's been enchanted for some reason.
That's just
Korchak himself, when he gets the bowl back, will just like look at it through different.
So we
eyes.
get this. Do we get this odd scene of everyone pulling out their special items and staring at it for a while? Because Ulfgar is going to do the same on his holy symbol.
And he's just like, okay, so Ulfgar was interested in it. I should be more interested in it as well.
Yeah.
And well, I will use my inspiration. Oh no, I already used it.
You already used it.
Get wrecked. Oh, sorry, buddy. You gain no more information.
Oh, I cannot believe it. I use my inspiration to take weeds out of the field.
Yes. I don't make anybody do anything. I don't make anybody do nothing.
Oh, life.
Player-driven story. Player-driven story.
Well, okay. I guess.
I love it.
So,
Love it.
yeah, before Ulfgar goes to bed at some point, he's going to ask the ancestors for help and guidance as he looks at his holy symbol.
Excellent, yes.
I think it was the Arcana that he was still missing.
Give me a second, let me look at it. Let's see what all this stuff.
Because I know one of them I was
You need
missing.
both. You need
I
right
know
both.
I got a 22 on one of them. I think I got 22 on the nature.
Arcana.
It was the Arcana that I needed. Because I know I unlocked everything on the nature on that first set. Okay, Arcana, and then with guidance.
Oh yeah, you need to crit this shit.
Yep. That's what the only way I'm gonna get it.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Knowledge, nature.
yeah. I already know about the Wall of Stone.
You've already unlocked both the knowledge, nature, and the knowledge arcana.
I hadn't unlocked the Arcana.
Oh,
You
you
mistakenly
didn't?
showed
Oh.
me too much.
Oops. Okay.
But now he knows.
Okay, now
That's
it's
why he
legal.
has-
Now it's
that-
legal. I was
yeah,
like, wait
now-
a second, you've already got that. I was like, oh well, man, I copied and pasted too much. I copied and pasted too much. Okay, now you're legit. All right, now I know what you're
Okay.
talking about. Okay, yeah, okay.
So we're good.
Yeah.
Everything's fine with the world. I haven't
Your
been using that at
ancestors
all.
tell
haven't been.
you, yeah, there's more. There's more to this. Yeah.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, and then I think that's it for Ulfgar. I'm trying to see if he's got anything else special he can do. He already knows what all of his magic items can do now. Shaker, what do the ancestors? I'll ritually cast speak with minor speak with dead. Is there something else with this pickaxe, or is everything else he should know about his items?
So the pickaxe, you're good. Your fiery gem, that's Jewel. I mean, are you taking all this shit out and showing everybody?
No, this is him aside. Like,
Okay, all right.
He's
because
not
there's,
gonna show-
so many eyes in here as you're like,
yeah.
oh, what does this do? What does this do? What does this do? As you're
No.
literally showing the bandits all of your shit.
No.
I was like, oh, that's magical. That's magical. That's magical. Ava literally turns on a light. I love you guys.
Mm.
Because
Okay.
all the bandits are watching you guys because you guys are the most interesting thing currently.
I mean, of course we are.
Anything else tonight as you guys finally go to sleep?
Mm.
No, that's it for Cortex.
Excellent. Ava.
Maybe
where
in
are
the-
you?
I
'Cause
sent
need
you.
to copy and paste you.
Oh boy, I did put the picture
I
of
see
the
it, I
helmet
see
in the
it.
Discord. Mm.
All right. Copy. Awesome. Cool.
Oh,
Let's
boy.
paste. Shift you guys over. As once again, Cortex has one of his vivid dreams. This is once again, very clear, a dream. Shift you over. No, not that dream. The other dream. There we go. Before you, the land. Cortex, once again, remind us what your homeland looks like.
Well, it's pretty much steppes, like frozen steppes, that still have like some enduring bushes and grass, but mostly it's kind of like a real, like Siberian tundra. And up north there are like huge mountains where several clouds form on storms. And you can see generally lots of thunder and rumbling.
The thunder and rumbling is interrupted by two giant wolves growling at you. From thin air, a familiar person appears.
Oh boy.
Mhm.
She nods at you, Cortex. And she says, "Why did you bring him?" In your dream, you see Lort with you.
Mhm. He's my brother, and I'm trying to reestablish his faith in Talos.
She says, "Maybe. I see a struggle within you, Cortex."
Yes, I'm still trying to understand what are these visions and what I should do for you.
She shakes her head. "No, Cortex. It's what you do for yourself." She gestures to the two wolves, and she says, "This one, the black one, Hetty. This wolf is driven by fury, anger, hatred. This wolf," she gestures to the white one, "is compassion, justice, understanding. These two wolves will continue to fight over you."
Okay. Alright, so this mythology I'm more familiar with. I see. And when does this fight end?
She shrugs, and she disappears. These two wolves are like growling at each other and like snaring and snapping at each other. And they're like, "Rah, rah." However, there's a chain holding each of them.
Alright, Cortex gives one step forward. Do the wolves react?
They are more focused on each other than you.
Alright, Cortec gets in between them.
They begin biting you.
Huh?
Yeah.
Whew.
They miss as they both lunge at you.
Cortec tries to calm this one down. White one down.
Roll me a handle animal.
Can I use guidance in my dreams?
No, that's a spell.
Yeah, I thought so.
I'm going to cast a spell in my mind.
Oh,
No. As you do this, the wolf attempts to bite you and misses.
well, Cortec tries to calm this one down.
Sure. Roll me a handle animal. This one attempts to bite you and misses.
Okay, so... Cortec attacks the black wolf.
Roll to attack. Tell me how you kill this wolf.
Well, as it attempts to bite Cortec, shoves the dagger on the side of its head and looks at the white wolf and kneels and says, I'd rather be compassionate and fight for justice.
Roll me a handle animal. Cortec.
Yep.
This wolf bites you. And that's when everybody wakes up. Tell me, Cortec, where does this wolf bite you?
Oh god. Okay. He bites Cortec in his left leg.
In the morning, Cortec, you cannot move your left leg.
Wait. This is not the right place.
This is.
That animal was not handled.
What? Are you reading the right place?
Yeah.
I'm seeing Ravenshaven.
That is weird. That has to be a glitch.
It was there for a moment. Try refreshing.
Yeah.
I scoot you guys over once, and I was like, which map have they been on before? I'm like, yep, this one, okay. In the morning, Cortec tries to stand up and falls over. He has lost control over his left leg.
Good.
Ulfgar is going to prepare his spells for the day.
Okay. Yeah. Ava, you saw this in the dream too. Like, this white wolf bit him in his leg. He can't move it now.
So, do they all wake up? Or are they like in bedroll thing?
Yeah.
So she like sits up and she looks over to him and sees him stand up and her attempt to stand
Literally,
up.
Cortec cannot get out of bed.
Ava's a little bit panicking. She turns to Ulfgar, who she's seen heal before.
Ulfgar's preparing his spells.
And, well, she'll sort of wait because she thinks that's him trying to go and prepare some nice healing spells for their good friend.
Sure.
So she'll anxiously wait.
Oh man.
Anything else?
Well, Corte grabs his bowl and starts like staring at it.
Sure.
And like clearly dreams can affect it, like his own physique. He thought that they couldn't. That's why he was risking himself. So he will again arcana his bowl and try to understand
Sure.
what's happening.
This bowl is magical.
Yeah, well, I guess. I mean, NECA told me that like quite some years ago.
Not wrong. Not wrong at all. Low rolls, buddy. Low rolls.
Okay. Vortex is trying to improvise something to understand. So like,
Sure.
His
like,
spear might work.
yeah, exactly. Trying to use his spear as a like, I forgot
It's
the
a
word
brace.
for it.
It's a brace.
Not as a brace, but something to actually, like, oh my god, as a clutch.
Okay. Anything else?
Cortex goes over to Vortex and says, "Do you still think Talos is alive?"
He says, I had this strange dream, brother.
Yeah, you saw the same I did.
What are you talking about?
I mean, you were there with me.
Yeah, you were in my dream.
What happened
What
in
is
your
there a
dream?
bite mark? Is the question.
It says you were visited by some sort of angel, some sort of Valkyrie, and I saw two wolves. And I saw one of the wolves attacked you. And then I woke up.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I'm still trying to grasp what's going on, but this is clearly a manifestation of Talos.
Maybe. I think it was just a dream. And maybe you just slept on your side wrong. He like looks at your leg. Do you investigate your leg?
Yes.
You see a bite mark.
Cortex shows the bite mark to Vortex. Do you still think it was just a dream?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. It's just a dream, Cortex. You just laid on something wrong.
Really? You're seeing a bite mark in my leg?
He says that's just an impression, an indention of where the wood was where you were resting on. There we go. Your god has nothing to do with it, Cortex.
Okay, Lorta. And then Cortex just limps away.
Yeah. Anything else?
Sort of eat breakfast and sort of pack up as much, all of my things, and like any supplies that I'll need.
You gather your supplies.
Mm-hmm.
Start gathering up and we head out.
Mm-hmm.
Excellent.
Wolfgar doesn't seem to pay any attention to Cortex' unusable leg.
Aw.
Alright, Ulfgar. what do you think? In all your wisdom, happened?
Well, I think you messed up, Kortek.
It happens.
Yeah, that does. Natural ones do occur. Literally, they do occur.
Okay. So. Okay.
It's just a dream.
Mudskip, which way is outline?
We start heading south.
Head southwest.
Yep.
Follow the river.
And through the woods? To grandmother's house we go?
That's to the elves.
It would be to
But
Spud's
yes.
house we go. You'll meet
would
him
be
one
to
day.
Spuds. It would be Spuds.
Okay.
Maybe.
Well, Ulster, I'll be
yeah.
helping you.
Okay.
Roll it.
Can I just take my passive survival at this point, or do I still have to roll?
I still have to roll.
Okay.
Still have a chance to
Then
find
I
it.
will ask what the ancestors think as well, because I don't want to mess this up.
Oh, I want you to.
Oof. That's
Ooh.
that's close, but it's not.
Good.
That's-
Go ahead, place yourself.
18, isn't it?
Yeah, that's with advantage.
With advantage, yes. Without advantage, we would still be fine, but not as fine.
The traveling, right? The rain continues, right? And you go through the Golden Plains. It's wet, muddy, soggy, right? However, you do see in the distance, let's make sure. Give me a second. In the distance, you see a mountainous structure. It is the city of Alkaline. And it appears to be a mountain of blood. You just know that this is not true. It's actually a iron structure. It is just iron that is weeping off of it as it oxidizes. This mountain is vast and huge. This is the Iron Citadel of which humanity is cradle of. You've heard of this superstructure before. Everyone has. It is massive, gigantic. And even in this distance, you can see the very tippy tops. The clouds. Even the clouds break upon it. It pierces the heavens.
Ava is staring at it wide-eyed, sort of as soon as it comes up over the horizon. She's sort of not quite transfixed, like
It's dominant.
trying to glean as much information as she can so far away, just trying to figure out everything.
Sure. Roll me a knowledge religion.
Oh. I know what it is.
Oh my. Oh my. Ah.
Ah,
Toss and turn. Toss and turn.
alright, here we go.
Okay.
Religion.
Yes, that is the holy city of the city of Alkaline. You know, within that place resides the Holy Master, the god to all humanity, or at least claims to be. Yeah, you know that he resides upon an iron throne in which he rules over all humanity. All humanity pays at least tribute or knowledge to him. Even non-humans do. Begrudgingly. Yes. Mudskip kind of lets out a sigh of relief as she sees a town in the distance. She's like, we can see it. It's not far.
Do you have any ideas how we would obtain this diamond? The Inquisition will not simply give it to one such.
There are merchants at the docks. You could easily back channel this. If you need to achieve or acquire it, you simply need the gold.
We
It's
do
just
have
sterile
masterwork materials that we could sell or trade.
Gold is, not easy to come by.
Did we ever get paid from What's Up? Or from Amok? From our
Yes, did.
dungeon delve?
Yes, you were paid.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember how much we got? Because I don't think I think I forgot to write.
Well, I mean, did you steal it off the horse?
He didn't steal it, but we were supposed to have a treasure divided amongst us when we got back to Raven's Haven.
You guys got the gift of a Mastercraft weapon. That was your present, your gift that they gave you. About 150 gold. You did not get anything else.
Huh?
Although you could have gotten a lot more. Yeah, you could have gotten a lot more.
And we still might. And the war is approaching.
Yeah. You do have those scrolls. Did you ever identify them?
He identified some of them. He didn't identify all of them. I assume the ones that he didn't identify went with Amok.
Yeah. You took the divination ones, right?
Yes.
Okay, and you've already identified the two?
Yes.
Okay. Wow, yeah. Amok got a... Yeah, okay.
He doesn't know what
Yeah.
he got.
Yeah,
so-
he doesn't know. Okay, all right. Well, okay. Yeah. You didn't even take the potions. Yeah, you didn't get anything from that. You guys got a Mastercraft weapon, which is really good. They blew a lot of money on you guys. Pretty much that treasure. Pretty much that treasure.
And I'm going after those gnolls in the war. I'm sure of that.
Who knows what goodies they have on them? Who knows what nice, amazing goodies those critters have on them?
I hope you're going to be ready to fight that elemental.
Well, we're gonna fight either way.
I mean, Ravenshaven might fight, but that doesn't mean we have to fight. Ulfgar can always try and find a way to make you a better act.
You just retire, man. Just retire.
Nah.
Just go, I'm done. I'm going to just send messages now.
I
You're a
mean,
message sender.
that would be a good way to raise money when we get to Alkaline.
Yeah, because casting spells in a city of
Yeah.
be fine. You'll be fine.
Well,
Night approaches. What are you guys doing? Oh yes, unless you guys go and push yourselves, which I'm okay too.
No, we're not going to push
yourselves.
ourselves.
Yeah.
I've casted the Create Food and Water for everyone.
Mark them off.
I did. And I am seeing if I need to send a message to anyone.
Do you?
Didn't you say you wanted to resend?
Yeah, sure. I will.
It's currently the 4th of August. Excuse me.
yeah. Bartek will just sit in like his corner, looking at his bow and touching his bite mark.
Cool. It's a little creepy, but cool. Your brother's kind of worried about you as he's watching you observe you, like, groping this bowl. Kortek, your leg throughout the day remains numb.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
It does not get better. It does not get worse. It's just numb.
Before the day ends, Ulfgar is going to walk over and try to restore Cortex leg with Luster Restoration.
Sure, go ahead. Roll me a Knowledge Arcana as the spell fails. Actually,
Just a
it wouldn't
17.
be that. Yeah, actually, it wouldn't be Knowledge Arcana. What would this be? This would be
Like a medicine check?
Medicine check. Yep, this would be a medicine check.
Well, can I keep the 17 and just
Yeah,
add
actually,
2 to that?
Is it the same roll? As long as it's the same roll.
It would just be a +2 to that, so it would be 19.
You realize that Cortec has suffered a minor stroke.
Has suffered a what? Sorry, you cut out.
A minor stroke.
Oh,
I don't think Ulfgar's got magic for that.
What?
He will share that with Cortec.
Cortec, your left leg might not get better.
That's worrisome.
You don't know if your condition will get worse or better.
Ulfgar can't really help with that. If we find another diamond and you die, he might be able to bring you back. That might fix things, but he's going to keep that to himself. He's not going to tell you that.
I mean, there's always suicide. That'll work.
But Ulfgar looks away and after he says that and shares that there's nothing that he can do for Cortec.
All right.
This is no condition.
Cortec fills up his bowl again. He'll pray, and well, he'll pray really, really freaking hard.
Your brother comes up to you, Cortec, and he says, "Don't you see? This is
Marta,
the Holy Master punishing you, Cortec."
Marta, I'm in the middle of something. I don't need your preaching right now. So,
Roll me
I thought you were
intimidation.
supposed to be compassionate.
Roll me this intimidation, Cortec. Roll me
I think there's extenuating circumstances.
It's always going to be extenuating circumstances, though.
I mean, isn't this what a religious person do? Yeah.
No, I think he might be in the throes of a minor panic attack.
exactly.
So tell me, you turn sharply upon your brother, and as you do this, you kind of stumble, right? So your brother has a bad arm, and you have this bad leg, right? You both fall down as you turn sharply, and you push him, right? And you push him on his arm, and he falls down, and you collapse as well.
Mm-hmm. Well, as Cortec falls, he starts laughing. Looks at Lorton and says, well, I guess we're both fucked up now.
He shakes his head, and he's like, "You think I'm happy about this, brother?
Oh, do you think I am?
You're the one that's laughing."
Well, better laugh than cry.
That's a good question. What does he do? As you say that, he begins to tear up.
The
Why are you tearing up, Lorton?
He says, I don't know.
Oh, I mean, now you have 3 crippled siblings when you once had 1.
Yep.
All because Cortec left home.
All right.
No. His brother went off to find a cure.
Yeah, Lorton left.
He didn't leave, yeah.
He was following Cortec's footsteps, though, didn't he? Cortex set the precedent for leaving the tribe.
No, Lorton left before.
Laura, yeah, his promise was to get their brother cured.
So I think this is the opposite of that.
Well, Cortec uses his spear to get up, extends his hand to his brother,
See what he does. He says, "We're close to the Holy Master. He can save us." He takes your hand. He's like, "Let me show you Cortec."
Well, we are going to Alkaline, but I'll stick to my faith.
You will see. We'll see together.
Alright, but first, get out of the floor, brother. Get him up.
He like reaches up and grabs you a hold of your hand, and for like a briefest moment, like they're like locked, eyes to eyes, right? As like you both are kind of in the same boat.
Mm-hmm. And, well, Cortec helps him get up, then grabs his bowl and drops the water on his wound.
I think he like places like his good arm around you, and helps you as a brace, right?
Mm-hmm.
So he's got his arm hanging off to the side, and you're hanging off of his good shoulder, right? As you're gimping along, you guys are...
Alright. Yeah. Cortec appreciates it, but saves this for himself. And, well, he helps his brother get like comfortable for the night, and then he'll pour the water over his wounds and pray again.
Okay. Awesome. Anything else?
Ulfgar is going to send another message.
Go ahead. Who are you sending it to? It is the 4th of Orcus, and you still haven't sent a message.
He will send it to the Ranger Elidor.
Excellent.
Literally the same thing he sent Bar the Hunter.
Same deal. So by Elidora. Okay.
Same
Get
deal,
no reply.
silence. Do I know if at least the message is received?
Yes.
Okay. Ravenshaven isn't in ruin then. Like, they're not all dead. Okay.
No. No. They're not all dead.
And he goes about preparing the Canoness's body again, continuing to keep her preserved.
Excellent. She's preserved for another 10 days. It's currently the 4th. Refreshed. Canoness. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Roll that sweet survival.
With assistance from Cortec.
Yep.
Yep.
That's fine. Something good happens this night. Excellent. Excellent. You guys stumble upon an interesting scene.
Uh-oh.
You see in the distance, in the fog and the wet rain, you see what appears to be some sort of temple of sorts. Yeah. Let me describe it. It is beautiful. You see gold Trimming. Let me scroll it all the way back over here. All right. Something good happens. Well, it could be good. It could be bad. Flip you guys over to here. Temple.
Ooh.
Go ahead and place yourselves right here. The bandits, direwolves, and stuff like that, they kind of shrink back, and you hear a bit of a murmur as they're like, "Oh my gosh, what is this?" They're like, "Oh my gosh, must be it's heretical. It's not natural." They kind of shrink back. Do you guys step forward? Mudskip. You see what Mudskip does. Mudskip warns you that this isn't natural. This fog, this temple, none of this seems to be natural.
Ulfgar would like to know what this is, if he's heard of something like this before.
Sure. Go ahead and roll me a knowledge arcana.
Arcana, you said?
Yes. Yeah, you've heard of this before. This is a temple of a Madrid. A genie of sorts.
Oh.
Here's a good question, Ulfgar. Where did you come across this temple? Or knowledge of these places?
There were tales of these from the mixed kingdoms. There were more abundant. There were still tall tales, but they were still circulating throughout the mixed kingdoms that places like this would exist.
This is a place of great power. He'll likely never be here again at the same location. You are aware of this, Ulfgar. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity.
Ulfgar will share that he's heard rumors of these from
Who
the
are you
old
sharing this
times.
with?
Yeah, he will just share this with Kortek and Eva. He's not going to say this loudly.
Excellent. Everybody else is spooked. Even Mudskip is a little worried and concerned.
Does Ava sense any similarities between this and the Fey altars that she's...
No. No. Fae are natural. This is supernatural.
So there's no sort of... I'm just trying to get at, is there no, like, offer thing or whatever?
See, natural 20. Yeah. You also are aware that this is some sort of djinn. Some sort of temple to a djinn. Usually, there's a deal. There's some sort of riddle and guessing game associated with this. You're also aware that usually it's a trick. Yeah. You're aware that usually they try to get out of whatever your best intention is, doesn't necessarily mean that's what you get. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
What
So
you desire doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get exactly what you want. Does that make sense? So wording must be extremely careful here. Or whatever this riddle is must be extremely, extremely careful. Do you approach the temple? This isn't inherently evil. This isn't inherently good. This is something.
Ava wants to approach to sort of look at it and sort of experience it and see it.
Wolfgar is going to stay a little bit back, but he knows that he understands how rare and unheard of this temple is. So he's not going to pass up this opportunity, but he's very wary.
Something that you notice, like the moisture, is really damp, right? The fog is extremely thick. And that's when you notice, like, there's these little bath houses. Something like that. Like, it's just, like, smoking, right? And it's clearly fogging up the area. It's very humid, right? Clearly associated with the water element. Clearly associated.
Oh boy, Ava will walk over, sort of like
100.
dip a hand or at least a finger into the pond.
Ulfgar is going to stop you. As soon as you reach down, he's going to grab hold of your hand. Alas, I suggest you don't go putting your hands into things you do not understand.
Well,
Ava looks a little chastened. She'll send one last sort of longing look at the water, and step back to sort of take a look around at the rest of the little temple area.
Yeah.
Inside this little temple area, what all languages do you read?
Yes.
Please post them.
Giant, common, and gold.
You guys can just click on the language button down there.
You're not quite sure. Ulfgar's not quite sure what this language is.
The one day I don't prepare tongues. Darn.
Well, I mean, who knew that you'd roll above a 20? Who knew you'd roll above a 20 and something good happen? Yep, nobody knows. Nobody knows. There's language. I guess you could do some sort of investigation to get, like, the interpretation.
Can I ritually cast Minor Speak with Dead and ask the ancestors what they know of this place?
Okay. So you are a bit of a linguist unto yourself, right? Probably what you know is what they know.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. You have some knowledge behind you.
Ava will sort of do an investigation
Sure. Roll me
to try and puzzle it.
Yeah. You're pretty sure that this says, ask me not 3, right? But get 3. Those that are gifted. So something about a gift. Don't ask for 3, but get 3. So that's kind of weird.
So she'll sort of try and explain it to the other two, what she can parse out from the symbols and squiggles.
The symbols and squibbles are all right here upon this platform. Some sort of get 3, but don't ask me for 3. I don't know. Something about this altar. It's kind of weird.
So
It's almost like written in another language.
I think we should get in an agreement about what you wish, I guess. So we make only one wish, but we get the will of 3 of us.
But didn't it just say not to ask about 3? Just says you get them?
Exactly, that's the thing. We only make one wish, which reflects the will of the 3 of us.
Who's to say that this would grant us a wish of any?
It's not.
All that you
I
know
mean,
is that this is a powerful temple to a djinn. What do you
It
know
was-
about djinn?
It was pretty much figuratively speaking, like we have to speak the same language. Like we have to have our goals established before we approach them. And we have to be all in the same thing.
Ulfgar is going to step away from the temple.
This is golden opportunity.
Kortek is curious, and Kortek is not really the kind of cautious person.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well,
There's this huge golden platter setting before what appears to be like some sort of statue. It's maybe the depiction of the genie itself. A beautiful stone structure of some sort of female-like djinn. Sitting beside her are two what appears to be some sort of watchdogs. Carefully, like stone structures, staring at all who would enter into this interesting divine place. It's paradise. It's like a hot bath. It's like a steam house. It's beautiful.
Okay.
You see gold on the floor itself. Absolutely gorgeous. Some sort of blue jade is what the statue is made out of. It is surrounded by like a pool of water and the constant sound of trickling, steaming, just hot bath sounds, right? You start to sweat, right? As you're like, oh, this is getting a little hot in here.
Well, Kortek will place one gold in the platter and walk away.
Kortek, your gold place becomes 3.
Oh.
Can he place another gold piece on the altar? Different one.
Kortek, as you place another gold piece, nothing happens.
Oh, I see. And
Kortek, roll me intelligence.
Just pure intelligence.
Yep. You've made your wish.
Let's see. All right, I'll grab the 3 gold pieces, I guess.
If only we had a ruby or some diamonds, right, guys?
I mean, what object do we have on us that's worth the most?
What's up, Ulfgar? You're just like almost exploding from the inside there.
He's calm and collected. He's keeping all to himself. He's calculating right now what to do.
Cha-cha choices.
And he's going over right now. He's crossing out what are bad ideas before he can get to the good idea.
Well, hurry up. You only got 11 minutes left.
No.
The game session's almost over, guys.
Well, anyways, Kortek was
Hurry up.
Kortek was a good friend in there. He just walks away.
Got 3 gold pieces. Write them down.
Yeah, I already did.
Nice.
Let's see. I think Ulfgar is thinking too much about this, as usual. But he also doesn't want to lose anything important.
Step in the altar. So I got 3 Ulfgars.
I don't think this world will handle the 3 Ulfgar.
Well, even more fun.
I mean, that Ulfgar might just be split into 3.
True that.
Oh no, Ava wants to do something, but I really don't want to do it, but she does.
The arrow? You gonna do the arrow?
Yup.
Ulfgar's gonna watch.
Ava's gonna put that arrow on the platter.
Ava, is this what you're going to do?
Yeah, she's gonna do it.
Ava, you get 3 arrows.
Oh. And are they still magical in the same way?
They are exactly the same.
That doesn't help us. It does, but it doesn't.
Cortex
You
walks.
see Ulfgar, after he sees this, Ulfgar is thinking more intensely now about what he should do.
Well, Cortex walks. Cortex walks to everyone, and like to both of them, and says like, "What if we get out all of our gold pieces?" And
It's got to be 1 though. It says, "Give me 1."
One sack,
We'll get
maybe?
through.
yeah, exactly. I mean,
What do you do?
None of his magic items should be in the hands of others, so he's not going to replicate any of his magic items. He can just imagine the horrors that he would bring upon the world if having to watch over so many magical items, and if they all were taken and in the wrong hands. Like, he's getting flash like visions of the Inquisition with their hands on these items.
Oh, trust me, Ava's just opened up a whole new world.
Oh boy. No.
Yeah, sure. He'll take out his sack of gold and put his sack of gold on.
Ulfgar, you gained 3 sacks. You got 3 gold. No, what happened? You get hello.
So we get 3 gold or 3 sacks of gold.
You get 3 sacks.
Okay.
That's all you get. 3 sacks.
Okay. Is it just sacks or is there gold pieces in?
The one that you have with gold pieces, right? That one is full of gold. You get
The others are
3
just empty sacks.
Yep.
I mean, was worth the try, I guess.
We really wished we had diamonds now.
Right?
He should have put it like. No. You guys don't need to know anything about that. Never mind. It would not be good. He still thinks he made the right decision because replicating any of his magic items would just bring destruction to the world.
So Ulfgar with his 3 sacks, Kortek with his 3 gold, and Ava with her 3 arrows depart this magical scene. I think this is where we end it, right?
Yeah, sounds good.
All right. Wave goodbye to the audience. My recording
what have I
crashed.
done?
See you folks in the next video. Bye.